Okay, so I told Micah before we started this part of the class, this is either the easiest or the hardest lesson to learn. It's posture, right? But posture is also like walking across the room with a book on your head, right? We talked about it earlier in this class, almost like a continuum, right? We're gonna do posture in when someone has a closed guard around you, okay? So this is just a very vital skill to obtain, and a lot of times people do not uh, either. I've met tons of people that were even black belts that don't know this lesson we're about to do, right? Posture and guard. Like Chris Howder, one of the first 12 American black belts in jiu-jitsu, and I literally had a conversation about this 2 months ago at his house, and he's like, "Oh yeah, used to no one knew that. Now Brian in Arkansas knows it. He's telling people about it on the video, right? He's like, but I used to get brought in everywhere to teach posture and guard seminars, right? And those are the guys that I've learned that stuff from. So posture and guard is very important, but it's difficult to gain an understanding of. It's sensitivity, right? So let's talk about this real quick. Let's get me and your closed guard right here. The first part of this is a drill. Okay, so I'm just gonna get in my base, and right now my hips are over my heels. Okay, and that's fine because Mike is not doing anything to me. It's closed guard, but as he moves forward on his power meter, right, as he starts to go ahead and just pull me down. Yes, okay, so that's how you break posture and guard. We've seen that in other classes. I might be trying to hit you or something, but that's how you break posture and guard, okay? So, as you start to pull me down, I came forward, right? And then you were like, oh, I need to pull more, but then you started getting unstable, right? And that's how the game is played. So, it's about coming up off of my heels like this. Like here, I'm just sitting on my heels because, that's what's comfortable. Right? But as you start to engage, I come off my heels and my hips are rolling under me, right? I'm doing a pelvic tuck. And then my hips are kind of coming forward and up at a 45-degree angle, like that, right? Like if you watched, go ahead and release with your legs. You watch my hip from here to here, watch how it's gonna come up over my knee, right? So if you tried to like really sit up super fast and maybe do a sit up sweep, boom, I gotta come all the way up, right? When somebody's trying to just break my posture, it's that. Okay, so I've got to be comfortable. A lot of people don't have the flexibility here, right? And so it's a real challenge for them. It's like, oh man, my thighs. Right? And that will fatigue and be sore when you start doing this. A lot of people also will do live toes. You don't want to do live toes. Okay? You get swept with live toes, it's gonna hurt. Okay? So we want to have the tops of our feet on the mat. This is why, like this is the iconic Seiza. This is what it's called. This is the martial arts sitting position. Like when I think about like somebody like a martial artist, like sitting around the mat, like I'm just like, this is it. You'll notice like in like a lot of the videos, I'll be sitting like this, right, while I'm talking to people, right? So it's just like a good spot to explore, because it's not just a place we sit in. Like I wonder why they started sitting this way, right? Like kneeling techniques. Now we have our triangle base. Right? But I'm sitting on my heels, okay? I want to come up off my heels. And if I'm down on my heels, coming up off my heels could be just engaging my pelvic tuck just a little bit. Now I don't have all that weight sinking down, right? So like there, I'm just getting comfortable, stretching out my feet, right? So that's kind of the idea. So what you've got to be able to do is sit-ups, okay? So put me in close guard. We're going to do 5 sit-ups each. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It was a good pop. My name made a crazy
I
pop.
wish it was even me.
Yeah, it was me. All right, so now we played around with this a little bit. It's not as easy as it looks, guys. Okay, it literally took me a long time because I've been taught to do other things. It took me a long time to figure this out. Okay. You're like, oh, I hope I retained what we did earlier. So get comfortable first. Like I said, it's just the position you sit in. We've got to be comfortable here. We're not even using our arms right now. We're using our posture. Shoulders back just a little bit. Okay, good. Let me feel that. When I pull like that, let me feel your hips. Yes. Now when I start pulling past that, you're gonna, and even at the beginning, you're gonna come up a little bit. Oh, that was close though, okay? We're not gonna count it. This is still 0 sit-ups. 1, 2, and I'm way heavier than you, so you know this works. Just put your arms up. 3, I believe I can fly. 4, like Leo on the Titanic. Right? Yeah, but this sort of, that is a posture in and of itself. Like when I hold someone in low mount and use the position as a submission, that's kind of what I'm doing to round my spine. Mm-hmm. And so they don't trap it on. I'm basing out and stuff, but it's like, like, it's not just like, oh, okay, I'm pinching my shoulders in the back. It's, I don't want you to rely on your hands to understand posture, right? That's why, like, a lot of the stuff we're doing, it's just like, oh, hey, it's how you stand. Just stand this way right now. Stand that way. Hands here. Same thing here. We do need to rely on our posture, or in our hands with posture to break the guard. Okay? So, close guard on me. All right, so here, first let's talk about, like we mentioned, triangle with the legs, but dropping his hips like down in between my knees and then getting just a little pinch. Look, if your legs are, you feel how they're shaking? No, that's not what we want, right? I commented on I'm like, hey, you feel how you felt, got in stable right there, right, earlier. So it's just like, I'm trying to make people be in points of instability all the time, right? Like, oh, okay, I can't be strong here. That's just, good application of leverage and strategy. So what I want to do is I want to wedge here with this hand, right? So it's going from his right inside of his knee here down to his hip, okay? And this hand is going to go right here. So let's turn to face here, right? Now, grab my gi sleeve with your hand there and pull it. It's hard, you got it with both hands. Okay, now do it. Okay, my friend Jack calls this the mannequin hand. It comes up a lot, right? Like mannequins, you see them in the store now, right? But look, it's not, I'm not down. I need my hand to be slightly up, like this. Okay, so mannequin hand. Okay, so this is keeping your hips here, light pinch here. Now remember that pelvic tuck I was talking about? Boom, your guard's done. So this is the posture break. So if you can find and maintain posture and guard, this is a great second thing to do, because this is posture and guard. All I did was add these wedges here, boom, right there. Okay, so questions on the posture break before you try?
Pelvic tilt, well, with the mannequin hand thing?
Mannequin hand, that's, yes, good memory. Pelvic tuck, yeah, a little pelvic tuck, yeah, but it is, you could describe it as a pelvic tilt as well. That's usually people talking about their low back hurting when they say pelvic tilt, but okay. Maybe get those shoulders back a little more. I'm seeing them. Yes, okay. See, I'm feeling you find that stability there. Good. Hand pushing my hip. And then, but not all push, like bend your elbow, push and then bend your elbow down. Relax. Push the hip and then elbow down. Good.
little more inside, just a little. Yes. You felt that. Right now, you're like, okay, structure. Right there, you have it's controlling my hip there. Good. Okay. Now this mannequin hand's getting pulled off. Okay. So, yeah. Like imagine your mannequin showing off a watch. Okay. Hey, nice. I'm gonna buy that mannequin watch. I don't know. All right, I'm making that up on the spot. But here, I can't pull your mannequin hand off your body. So that's it. Now, all at once, you're gonna move that back just an inch. Yeah. All at once, you're gonna go push that down. You're gonna push this down, leverage here, and you're gonna do that pelvic engagement there, right? So all at the same time. Boom. Go ahead. Break the guard. Yes. Okay. And it can be over time, like when I did it, you saw nothing, right? Just boop, just opened. Okay. I want it to be subtle, right? Like so, and we'll go into like, okay, now I'm passing with it in a second. Okay. Yes. Haha. See, that's a subtlety there. Open. Good. A little less with this. Let me do another one to you. You're gonna use that if you're passing, but again, we're just like, here's the thing. Then you're committing to that pass only. Okay? Which I don't want this break to be only linked to this one guard pass for anyone. When you do a posture break in the guard, you can do all the guard passes. Right? So, here. Right there. So, right? And this is the guard pass we're doing today. But, you know, I just need to open the guard only, right? Like once I get that down, whatever you want, its possibilities are endless situation there, okay? So, but here will be the next step that we go to after that, right? So, move your hips. Right? So, posture and guard, posture by itself, really good posture will break someone's guard. The harder, they'll start trying things really hard, boom, guard's open, and then you didn't even have to, it kind of feels like that, I bet, when I'm doing it to you. Yeah. It's almost like you want to do something, and then you have to open your guard to do it, and I'm like, oh, that's fun. I need you to open your guard, thank you. All right, so, your turn again. Subtle, just.
More of just applying pressure, not really pushing with it. Just
It's
pressure.
more applying posture, not pressure. The posture is the pressure. Okay? It's not a big push here. It's everything. It's this, it's your hips, it's your knee pinch, all at once. Destruct my guard like wishbone. This is gonna go this way, this is gonna go this way. Expand and then like push yourself back a little bit too as you do all this. Go. Yeah, see, that was less subtle there. Earlier it was like all here, right? And if it's all here, then like, well, where are you fighting with elsewhere? I want my defenses to protect as many places as I can. If I put all my energy here, so that's way better, I feel like. Okay, and again, it's just push everything, expand the space in my guard. There you go. You got more of the back end to it there. Right? Very good. Now, from here, you just push this down. Now, come over with this knee. Okay, now, stay low. Come down over my hip here. Okay, and then just put this hand in my bicep. Yes. See how that's, yeah, and just kind of your elbow stays down. Yes, in alignment with that knee. Okay, now let's do a check here. Okay? See if you pass the test. Don't do anything. I'll know on camera if you did something. Did you move that thing?
Before you.
You knew you were messing up. Go back. So, put it back where it was. But here's the thing. Next class, we learn where this comes in. You're gonna make this mistake. It's okay. It's not even necessarily a mistake if you know what to do.
right? But like when we come down, we'll see off this next takedown next class and the guard pass. You're gonna do this sometimes, and we just go into the number 2 guard pass when that happens. It's not that big of a deal, okay? So, but put your feet together. We call it, say, prayer feet. This is a common way people describe this, okay? So from here, what I want you to do is have good connection here, here, monitor my hips, and follow me. You gotta be able to maintain this sort of quarter guard position, right? I can't do anything. Now, move this knee to the side, right? Yeah, just like a windshield wiper, like let go of this one and move that one, yes. Good, now put the knee next to my hip. This one, no, we'll go back out with that one. And you gotta pass the guard with this one. Yes, now move my hips when you do this. Move my hips out of the way a little bit. Yes, see now my knees are facing this way. My lower body's controlled. Now take my upper body. Go ahead, arm side now. Yes. Yes. Okay, and let's just review our retention here, okay? So if I bridge in, you round your spine. If I go away, you curve your spine. It's beautiful. It's beautiful, right? I have to rely on squeezing these super tight. And you see that's a thing, isn't it? Like if you do everything correctly, you understand that part now, right? So it's like, oh, I didn't do anything, but you felt great. I got tired doing that. So, good. Now,
Where is your head when you're in that windshield wiper?
here, I'll show you. I'm gonna do one more. Okay, so, boom. Here, push this down. Boom. Okay. And I'll go over some details for when I start to climb up the body. Okay, so that's a good question. Because ultimately, the only thing you have is this shoulder. So I'm here, and like when I was under you, all I could do is kind of here, and really like grab around the head stuff, whatever. Like nothing was gonna work, you know. Like I couldn't really do anything with that. You know, they might do something like this, you know, and when it comes to that, I can switch to here if I want. What I want to do though is monitor these hips, okay? So if I go to the upper body too soon, I won't have your hips anymore, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pass in here and then kind of come diagonally, not diagonally, up your body, okay? And then here, boom, right? You try and turn in, round spine, try and turn away, curved spine. Yeah. Simple, okay? Posture break. Oh yeah, hey, yeah, you kind of found it there right out the gate. All right, was it a total accident like that ankle lock earlier? All right, was that right? Yeah, it was, good. Go. Boom, yes. Control the hips. Bicep. Right, and then stay here. So here, if this bothers you, like, cause hey, I'm here to tell you, you ever had your eardrum perforated?
I think so.
I have, it sucks. I had from somebody's foot hit it. Anyway, but that right there, you've kind of probably felt that suction in your ear when I did that just lightly, because I did, right? It's just like, it doesn't take anything at all. So turn your head the other direction. So if there's strikes, right? And then a little bit here. So like, I could still come around, but like I don't have as much, you know, much arc to it, right? Here now, I guess you gotta worry about me finding your ear and pulling it off, right? But here's the thing. Just in like in all positions, turn your head back this way, it's fine. Right, this here. We say this about bass. A good bass is a mobile bass, right? So if you're doing a good job here, here, and here, right? And I go to hit your head, turn your head, right? Right? I go to grab your ear, you turn it, right? And here's the thing, you're not gonna hang out here. This is an intermediary position. We're finding it and we're learning how to control it so we can control it during a little exchange like this and then pass the guard, okay? So go ahead and move past the guard.
Yes, good. Nice. Okay, now one more little piece of control on that pass. Look how my body is. Diagonally, okay? So when I go to pass, alright, and I'm here, and I get your knees away a little bit, watch what I'm gonna do here. I went in that diagonal plane upward. Then I'm gonna turn. So I'll come off that bicep. Like, look how my head's up falling over your shoulder now. And then heel. And see how I went from having your knees facing away to your arm inside here? Good control. Okay? One more time, your turn. Good. Good. Go ahead and pass. Good. That knee, get my knees. Yes. Now, from here, that's when you're going to come upward over this shoulder. Oh, yes. Now, go under my head and turn that corner. Yes.